now that I'm done scaring off ladies at the gas station, apparently we're all full up. Rain stopped. Kinda. It's sprinkling still, but not like it was. It was dumping. Yeah, so motorcycle safety. I feel like a lot of the studies they do on motorcycles are A, outdated, and B, done on such different equipment and such different roads and in such a different mindset time period that it's hard to equate or compare the two. This bike is so much different than bikes from the 70s. It's so much different than bikes from the 50s. And it's so much different than bikes from, well, it's a Harley, so I would say from the 90s, but that would be kind of a lie. But it's so different. Like, the technology's evolved and grown so much that it would be incorrect to say that it's the same, or the same dangers or the same risks. I would imagine there are quite a few accidents that happen that result in terrible tragedy. I would imagine that a lot of them are just unreported too. Motorcycles are cheap enough to the point where if I were to like drop my bike on the sidewalk or whatever, I'm not going to report that. I'm not going to report if I had a low speed crash or whatever, unless I needed insurance to fix the problem. If you're enthusiastic about doing something, whether it's driving or riding a motorcycle or whatever it is, like, you're gonna work to do it better. Safe means keeping an adequate distance from cars and not riding in their blind spots. And if I see somebody about to do something dumb, I don't get close to them. I stay back. And riding defensively is one of the better pieces of gear that you can have. And you can't always prevent people from doing something that would hurt you, but you can work to limit it as much as possible. You can improve your riding skill for emergency braking techniques, for swerving, for keeping a safe following distance from other vehicles, for riding in the rain, for proper brake application. But I think technology getting to the point where it's ubiquitous in vehicles, larger vehicles, faster roads, higher speed limits, all of those are far more detrimental to motorcycle riding than bikes inherently being dangerous. So there's all sorts of things that contribute to the safety of motorcycles, but I think that the health benefits, the mental health benefits, outweigh the rest. Like, I'm so much happier riding this than I am doing pretty much anything else. If there's little risk behind that, like, there's risk every time you open up your front door. Every time you go outside, you're at risk of something happening outside of your control. Allowing yourself to enjoy the things you enjoy, to enjoy life, spend your money and have fun, has such a just an inherent benefit. I'm still kind of soaked. I got my 90s playlist going. 90s, early 2000s. So good. I grew up on the 90s stuff, so that's where my heart is, but newer stuff is great too. I love electronic music and all of that goodness. I don't really have anywhere that I need to go. I just wanted to go cruise for a while. This little built-in throttle lock on the Sportsters is so cool. I guess the Dynas had them too. I use it probably every single ride. I am sad that they stopped making the air-cooled Sportsters. The new ones are really, really cool, but there's just something special about a large-ish displacement air-cooled motor. I think air-cooled motors are some of the coolest inventions, like the old air-cooled Porsches and of course most cruisers. Wonder if that old lady was leaving the dispensary. She's like, gonna go get my edibles, get my dabs, Gonna go eat some gummies and watch The Price is Right for 16 hours. That actually sounds like an amazing day to me. At least watching The Price is Right. I don't really care about the edibles or whatever. I just want to watch game shows for 16 hours and lay in bed. That's cool. What is it, TJ? I'm still learning my Jeeps. I got my JL. The one before that's the JK, and then I think it's the TJ. I think it's that style, and I like those. I feel like you have to have a special type of personality to be like a good driver or a good motorcycle rider, and you have to have that inspiration. It has to be something that drives you. Otherwise, it's just might as well drive a Yaris or whatever. Well, we got a rainbow. It ended up pouring a little bit on me. I stopped and got a pretzel and a soda because I was like, it's not coming down super hard, but I didn't want to get like super soaked. Here we are now. Feels a lot better. I got a notice on my earphone saying the rain was going to stop in half an hour. But it's already pretty much done. It's still sprinkling a tiny bit, but nothing to complain about. I love that feeling right after it rains, when it's like kind of starting to evaporate because it's summer and there's a little bit of like steam, and it's kind of warm but kind of cool, and the air's all fresh. I'm just gonna blast past him. Got a giant pretzel with some honey mustard. Oh, I haven't had a big old pretzel in so many years. It was everything I needed in this world. Just cruising around downtown. Everywhere's kind of downtown here, I guess. It's not a big town. It's so interesting, like how time works. Like riding past stuff, it feels like I'm staring at it for a minute, like staring at the sign for a long while, and then I watch back the video and it's like, meow. My turn? That's a cute dog. Just got off the phone, called my grandma and my mama. My grandma just had surgery, and so she's getting all recovered. So I was just seeing how they were all doing, and figured it was getting kind of late, so I should probably start riding bikes home. Ooh, my turn. I always love this view of the hospital. It always looks so, like, just golden. Just, if I were the marketing person for this hospital, this would be the photo angle I'd go for. That is the primo, just chef's kiss, just angle for a hospital, for a photo, like an architect. I don't know. The primo angle for a photo of that building. Get to the sunset, but also thank God I'm not the marketer for them. Working for healthcare, I don't know if I'd be able to handle that stress. It's so pretty out here. I love this desert. I do want to end up somewhere with big trees someday, like a forest. That's the goal. Somewhere where I can ride year round. Like I've heard Prescott, Arizona is a stellar place to live. Like it gets cool in winter, but not like as cold as it does here in Salt Lake. It still has like trees and pretty views and all the good things. 5,000 foot elevation, so it doesn't get as hot as like Phoenix, but it's still within like the, you can get to Phoenix, Washington or California or Florida or Texas or something. All those would be pretty cool options too. I don't think you can ride year round in all of those places, but more than here. That's big for me. I'd love to have fall and stuff too, with temperate winters. That guy was not looking at me like he was thrilled. I don't know why. I'm just here being cute, just riding my motorcycle. Dipping down this little curvy road. I don't know how far it goes, but I figured it might be a little fun detour. One of the times I came down here, there was a ton of deer, so I'm always kind of cautious, especially around this time of year. I don't think we want to go up this much further. We'll come over this crest and see what it's looking like, and then probably flip around. Yeah. I need one of those like windshield visors for the car in here that I can flip down. There's a deer up there. I don't know if that means anything to them. Oh, wow. So pretty. It's so bright that it put like a hair or something in my eye already. I don't even know if that's how photons work. What the hell? That road was bumpy. I was worried it was the bike for a second. Why does it smell so farty over here, man? God, it's so bad. Maybe we'll dip across and check out stuff on the other side of the roundabout. We never go over there. So yeah, back on the topic of safety on a motorcycle. I think that as long as you're being observant and paying attention to traffic conditions and the world around you, I think 9 times out of 10 you'll be safe. There's always going to be outliers, but there's always outliers even when you're driving a car. Every time you step out your front door, there's a risk that something's going to kill you. I think that it's no more dangerous on a motorcycle, and would be even less dangerous if there were better implementations for motorcycle traffic in the US, like motorcycle lanes, or in Utah, the HOV lane you can use your motorcycle on as well. So you have like buses, motorcycles, and HOV, high occupancy vehicles. I think that's a step. But motorcycle lanes in cities and things like that, also increasing awareness of motorcycles so people can keep their eyes out for motorcycles, is great. I have no idea where I am. This place is scary. It looks like horses live here. But if you're having fun learning about motorcycles, cameras, gadgets, gear, and gasoline, drop a like, subscribe. I'm trying to make more videos more regularly. If you're really cool, I'm a Reaper Apparel ambassador. I'll put a link for you to get a little discount if you order, and that's a little kickback for me, so that's cool. I mostly just stand for their mission. I think that what they're doing as a company is really cool, and I think that they're working hard to help the process of mental health among riders, among whatever you want to call yourself, bikers, just people in general. And that's something that I'm very adamant about doing in my own life, is helping advocate for people with mental health concerns or disorders or stress or whatever it may be, because I know how that struggle is. I don't know if I'm gonna set up like a schedule for uploading stuff. I feel like making videos just to make videos it's fun, but it's probably not that great. So I'd like to have entertaining or educational content for everybody. So if you have things you'd like to see or talk about or whatever, put it in the comments, and we'll chat about it. But every day is a new day for learning. My butt's getting tired.